Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody. This is really loud in my ears, so what a great start to an episode. I thought I would give this game a go. I played this game, which is called, as you can see on the screen, Her Story. I thought I'd give this game a go. I played this years ago, and I'm talking like it's got to be nearly a decade ago, with my brother. I don't even know what it was on, whether it was on the PC or what, but I don't remember much about it. All I remember is it's all based through like interviews with a woman, and like it's all computer based. Anyway, it's like point and clicky, so you can see my mouse. So we're going to give this a go. I don't know if I'm really loud or really quiet either, so we're rocking and we're rolling. Also, I've got my like curtain open, so that's why it's like super bright on me. Also, not a football t-shirt. I think I've worn this before, but I can't remember. Not a football t-shirt. It's a Stray Kids t-shirt. Please don't ever mistake me for someone who likes football. Right. Oh yeah, you've got to search for things. That's what it is. So search terms, murder. So let's search for murder. And that's it. It gives us these clips that we can then watch. Okay, so there's a readme text and then a really readme. So, introduction to the logic database. Computer technology is the backbone of modern police work. The logic database is one of the many continuing efforts to digitise our workflow and preserve evidence in a manner which will allow you to work more efficiently. In the coming years, the computer will continue to be the most valuable item in your crime fighting toolkit. Wow, where is my teeth? I do not know. Where is my teeth? This database contains footage transferred from the existing homicide and serious crime tape archive at Portsmouth. Hey! It has been automatically sorted using our ASR technology. Each statement made by each interview participant is stored separately. I'm just adding words that aren't there, that's the problem there. It's stored separately so that they can be tagged for submission to court. The audio has been digitally stenographed and the content of the testimony is attached to each clip. To retrieve a clip, type in a word, e.g. robbery, into the search field. Click search and the database will return the clips. Yeah. So basically, search for a thing, you can do it. To store a clip for later reference, click add to session. Also, if you wish to add additional tags or your own for future searches, please click in the user tags box to type in your desired tags. Okay, that's actually kind of important. Fine. What's this really read me? Hey, here's the database. I filled a Freedom of Information form to get you guessed access. Everything seems to work. They transferred the videos off the original tapes in 1999. Bloody hell. I think some of you watching this probably weren't even born then. And then the Y2K thing hit and they got mothballed. No one has touched them since. I can't find the server with the detectives' footage on. Possibly those tapes got damaged when the old archives were flooded in '97. But figured this would be enough. Take your time, SB. Thanks, SB. Right, let's have a look. So we'll have to add in tags here. I guess we can store things in our session.
You think it's murder? I mean, clearly it's murder. What can I do to help?
Okay. Fine. Let's just add red. To those tags. I mean, that doesn't really give us much, does it?
Yeah, that's me. But February, I mean, that was months ago. What's that got to do with Simon's murder?
Right, so we're going to add blue. And we're going to do Feb. And we're going to write Simon's murder. Okay, just gonna see if those, so those tags stay there.
I didn't murder Simon. You've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person.
We're gonna call that grey. So what we need to do actually, let's quickly look at these dates. So that is June 94. Then we've got July 94. The L's look weird. And then we've got, what have we got here? Oh, there's another July 94. 1 minute, so we're going to have to do a full one here. 1st of July 94. Then we've got this one's 3rd of July 94. Sorry, did she say that she didn't think that she didn't have, wasn't it?
Simon, you've got it wrong. You've got the wrong person.
So we accused her of murdering him.
I'd like to speak to a lawyer now. Please.
Okay.
You have no murder weapon. You have nothing.
Oh.
And all these stories we've been telling each other. Just that. Stories.
Don't trust her. Right, so 3rd July 94, grey. Just making sure I didn't spell grey wrong. No, fine. Fine. Stories. I'd rather over than under. Right, so let's search for Simon. Ooh. 61 entries found, so we only got the first 5. So we're going to call this one Blue Jacket. And then this one's 18th of June, 94.
Simon Smith. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. They do windows, all kinds of glass. Simon does the more special work. Mirror making, feature windows, artistic things. Really beautiful things.
No one cares.
Simon is 6 foot, darkish blonde hair, average build. He's clean shaven. If his beard grows, it goes ginger, so he shaves it. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with ginger hair. I bought a photo. They said a spring photo.
So at this point, it seems like she's reporting him missing.
It's the best one I have.
Bit weird to use a year-old photo. Blue Jacket, 18th of June, 94. Also, I'm going to put Rome in. That feels important. Actually, should I add that onto my session for now?
It's the Rockington Arms, the Rock. It's run by a nice couple, Peter and Susan. There's some other regulars there that Simon likes to drink with, and the barmaid they're having sometimes, Helen.
Oh,
It said Simon had been in and had a few drinks.
she reacted weird to Helen. So Helen, Peter, and Susan, was it? Blue Jacket and 18th of June. Oh, June 94. You can probably hear me typing, so sorry about that. I'm going to add things to here, and then obviously we can delete them if we need to.
Yes, there's an Amstrad one. No one uses it for very much. There's a printer so you can write letters on it. Simon sometimes plays games, you know, climb the tower, save the princess, that kind of thing.
I don't think that one matters. I don't really care about that one.
Simon isn't the type to run off or do anything crazy. Someone must have done something to him, or there must have been some kind of accident. So what do we do next?
Okay, I don't think that really matters. I'm just going to see, is there anything else behind? What's in the rubbish bin? Hack. Game. Does that say game hack or something like that? Into the mums here. Classic two-player strategy. Okay. Oh, that is actually a game. Okay, fine. Right, so let's look for Susan. Okay, so nothing there. Helen? So she mentions Helen once more.
No. I think he spoke to Helen. She said he was upset about her argument, but I'm not sure what else he said.
Had an argument.
He likes Helen. He likes blondes.
But you're not blonde. I'm not going to add tags to everything. We're just going to keep going and see. We're going to write blonde. Argument. So, what else have we got?
So, it was Friday evening. We had an argument. He left. On Saturday, he didn't come back.
If you ever murder someone, I feel like you shouldn't tell them you've had an argument. Not saying she murdered him, she might not have.
He had a job, he didn't show. So Eric was ringing on the phone. I checked at the Rock, that's our local. They said they'd seen him on the Friday night, but not since. He still wasn't back this morning. It just isn't like him at all. Still not back by dinner time. It's getting dark again. So I decided to come see you.
She waited like 2 days.
Parents haven't heard anything either.
Right, so add to session because that one's important. We need to talk to Eric as well. Search Eric.
Married couple stuff. A stupid argument.
Okay, so you are married.
Specific. No one knows how to push your buttons better than those you're close to.
Okay.
No. I mean, yes, we have arguments, but he never runs off. He always comes back. We make up. It's always that way.
Oh, this is a different outfit.
Yes.
Oh, this is the blue one.
And after the argument, it was about 8 o'clock.
That's Eric. Oh, there's a few with Eric. Possible affair? Why are you talking about him so much?
He was wearing a shirt. It's a blue turtleneck shirt.
I was going to say, what kind of shirt?
He has a watch. It's a really nice one. That was a gift from his boss, Eric. He had his coat, a long grey duffel coat, like Paddington Bear. He would have taken that with him. It's not in the house.
Okay.
Yes, there's a car that we share,
Oh,
a
look.
Cavalier, and a van he uses for work. It's owned by Eric, but we look after it. Both of them are there now, parked on the street. I'm not sure about the keys for the van. I can look for you when I get back.
And how did he leave? I feel like everyone starts with a load of tags and they just stop using them.
Yes, that would be in his wallet. It's a Visa, a silver one. He doesn't like to spend money he doesn't have, so he usually pays with cash, but
It's very
I
90s.
convinced him to get one.
Okay. Let's search van. Okay, keys. Oh, keys, I've unlocked some stuff.
Yes, I always pull it shut and then lock the bigger lock with the key.
What was that about?
No, I don't think it was.
Is it a door?
I turned the key, but it was already unlocked.
It's got to be some door, right? We'll watch the rest of these and then we'll search door.
Okay. I parked up in the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper, but he wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly in the living room. Nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just
A lot of Eric.
exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor.
Doug and
I said to
Eleanor.
come and see you.
I feel like actually I should be keeping notes,
Then-
like, next to me. But I don't have anything near me. Right, 1 second. She says. Here we go. Gone and got my cheeky little notepad. Right, so who are the characters in this play then? We have Simon. We don't have her name, I don't think. Eric, Doug, Eleanor, Helen. Then we have the two people who own the place, but we searched them up and they didn't come up with anything, so let's go for this for now.
Yeah. They'd gone to bed feeling ill, thinking it was flu or something. The neighbour called me. I had to use my key to let them in. We found them dead in their bed. And they'd been there for days. No one had noticed.
Parents?
Just awful.
Also,
It was so
right.
soon after my miscarriage.
Okay, right, so we want
to.
to.
My life, and I'd been so happy to get married, and after that, I was just like, fuck.
Right. I feel like I might have just missed how she reacted to that. We're going to search for door, then we're going to search for miscarriage, then we're going to search for like parents or mum, dad. There we go. 7 entries.
Bruise. Oh yeah, no, it's nothing. I was
She's
going
got
through
a
the
bruise.
cupboard in my kitchen and the chair slipped and I kind of hit the door with my face. We hurt like hell.
I'm going to write down as well. I'm going to write down the side colours of the tops and when they were. So we had the very first one is like the 3rd of June or something. June 94. We've got the 25th of June 94. And we'll just keep, as we go through them, we'll find them. So we've got 27th,
Yeah, I had to let myself in.
which I have bruised.
Too.
27th of June, 94. So they really were interviewing her every day.
No, they were shut. Most of the windows were really hard to open anyway. They're stifling in summer. They were painted over by my dad. Could have left a door open accidentally. Or there's a cat flap in the back door.
Okay. 30th of June.
I sleep on the right side of the bed as you come in from the door. You can tell because I have 2 pillows and he just has 1.
to my notepad. Right. So that's door done. Let's search for miscarriage. Oh. She looks... Oh, I thought she looked dishevelled in that one.
No. I lost the baby.
Right, so we're going to search baby.
8 months.
8 months?
We carried on living at Simon's parents until... Well, it was only a few months after.
So it's a few months after they had the miscarriages, his parents died.
Then my parents died.
Oh, her parents died.
It was the worst year of my life.
Understandable.
Miscarriage and then my parents.
Okay, fine. Get that.
Yeah. I mean, I was infertile. Thought I was. They told me I was infertile after the miscarriage because of complications.
Oh. Was that a little flicker of us then?
Hannah had a miscarriage.
Oh, no.
This was late in the pregnancy and it left her infertile. Felt like the universe had corrected its course. We were aligned again. But Hannah and Simon were still living with his parents. They were married. Simon had a job at the Glaziers now. Eric had given him a full-time position after he left school. And then...
She's not wearing the wedding ring. And she said Hannah. So we've got Hannah as well as a character. And that...
Yeah. I mean, I was infertile. Thought I was. They told me I was infertile after the miscarriage because of complications.
It's not that person. They're two different people.
Hannah had a miscarriage.
Because she's saying Hannah had a miscarriage.
Pregnancy and it left her infertile. Felt like the universe had corrected its course.
She's happy about the miscarriage.
We were aligned again.
That's fucking weird, that.
But Hannah and Simon were still living with his parents. They were married. Simon had a job at the Glaziers now. Eric had given him a full-time position after he left school. And then...
Right. So this is Hannah. So on the 30th of the 6th is Hannah. Because she's talking about her miscarriage. And this one...
Then my parents died.
Does she have a wedding
It
ring
was
on?
the worst year of my life.
Yeah, because she lost the baby as well, so that's Hannah. So who the hell is this? Right, so we've done miscarriage. Let's do parents. I feel like we're onto something here. I don't know what we're onto, but we're onto something. So this is Hannah. This is Hannah.
I got pregnant. Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married.
So they weren't married, then they got married because they had a baby. Okay, fine. Very shotgunny.
Yes.
It is the 90s.
I inherited it from my parents, so it made sense to move back. Me
House.
and Simon. Felt like going back to old ways before the pregnancy.
So,
Reminded me of
if
being a girl, a dollhouse in the attic, old things. We didn't sleep in my parents' bedroom for a long time. We decorated it as soon as we moved in, but it was another year before we started sleeping there.
it is weird to sleep with your parents, you know. Died. Right, so we've done parents. I'm going to try baby. And then we're going to try sister. Here we go.
We spent the wedding night in a hotel in Brighton. It
Hey.
would have been too much to do more. We were saving for the baby. It was wonderful to be in a hotel, away from home, just alone together. Since then, we've always tried to get away for our holiday.
Okay, fine.
We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at the Glaziers. That was Eric's generosity.
Glaziers. God, you really do like Eric.
Dad, they had a spare room for us and the baby, if it came.
If it came.
It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
I'm writing down words that, like, he enunciates, because I feel like they are the key words. It's like, then, hope.
It was after dinner.
I'm assuming they're
I was speaking to
twins.
Simon's parents on the phone.
She's got a wedding
I
ring
looked
on.
up for an early night and I suddenly had this thought. I think it was something his mum had said. She'd been speaking about old stuff, sad stuff, about when we lived there, about the baby. There's some boxes in the cellar, nursery stuff we never needed and I never had the heart to throw out. And I suddenly remembered that when I'd looked down there the week before, those boxes, that pile was in the wrong place. I went cold all over. I went down there with the torch and went straight to the back, and that's when I saw the bin bags. Pulled them open, saw the body.
Oh,
I screamed, and that's when I called the police.
sorry, I went, oh, like you could see me there. Okay. I don't know how much of my camera's got me. I'm too busy doing this and writing body. We've got the term body now. So this is the first time she meant that we now know he is dead. I'm assuming he's dead. It's pretty obvious, right?
Yes. It was a shock to him. I mean, we never thought it was possible. I don't know what he...
So 3rd of June, reported missing.
I hadn't decided whether to keep the baby.
First discovered dead, 27th of June.
About it.
Okay. Right, we're going to try... I have got infertile here, but I think sister feels reasonable. Ah! What the fuck is this?
You want to say something? I'm not the world's greatest guitar player.
We've got the 1st of July here.
Probably needs tuning. No. It's okay.
I think this is still Hannah, because she's got a wedding ring on.
It's not valid. Should be right up your street.
Wait.
There were two sisters came walking by the sea. Oh, the wind and the rain. The eldest one.
Or may not get copyrighted, so you might not be able to hear it.
Oh, the dreadful wind and rain.
So this is going to be like
Both had a
good telling the whole story, right?
oh, the wind and the
So they both fell in love with Captain
But he
Sutherland.
only cared for the youngest one. All the dreadful wind.
It's a very pathetic fallacy and all that, isn't it?
Eldest envied her sister fair. Oh, the wind and the rain, with a pretty little face and her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. So she pushed her in and held her down. Oh, the wind and the rain watched her as she slowly drowned. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. Oh, she floated up and she floated down. Oh, the wind and the rain.
A bit weird to be smiling throughout this.
Ship came by. Oh, the dreadful wind and
Yeah, kind of like it. I kind of dig the song.
So I think that's a good place to start.
It's really weird, so that's not weird. I've got a feeling... Oh. I don't know if you can see that. I just got a trophy. But unlocking that, clearly. I've got a feeling Hannah is the one who married Simon. Whoever the sister is... Eleanor? Maybe? He likes blondes. So maybe Hannah's a blonde, naturally. But Hannah got jealous, has killed... Not Hannah, sorry. Other sisters got jealous and killed him. I do not remember this, by the way. Other sisters got jealous and killed him and has assumed the identity of Hannah to try and get away with it. Could have killed Hannah as well halfway through this, because it seemed a bit weird. Like, that felt like that wasn't Hannah, because... I don't know, it just doesn't feel right, yeah? Right, so that's... We've done sister now. So this one, we know.
When she went home, Simon had a birthday tea waiting.
Well, she's at least dropped the act.
Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had.
Oh my god.
She knew that instant. The look on his face. She knew.
Right, we're calling that one the truth. I've got it. I know what happened. This is that textbook twin thing, right? Where twins, when they're kids, like to pretend they are each other. They've grown up and they both like this boy. So rather than only one of them getting him, they've shared him. They've been swapping out. She got pregnant because she was infertile, and she got pregnant and they had to tell him. And it's all gone tits up and they've killed him because he's rejected it.
She sent him out the house, kicked him out, called me up, crying, and I went round. I guess I had a feeling I could hear something was wrong in her voice, but I wasn't sure what it was. She called me sister on the phone. She never calls me that.
I don't know what your name is, love. I think every time I get closer to the truth, I'm getting like flashes of me.
My sister is gone. And she's never coming back.
I do think she's killed her sister. Sister's a big one. I've got so many words written down. That song, it had drown in it, so it made me think that maybe she drowned her.
Yes. We'd fight. We fought on the beach once and I held Eve's head underwater.
Eve! Sorry.
There was no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach and I held her head under and I kept it out. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her and watch her drown. But that was it. It was just a moment. We made up afterwards. It was a love-hate relationship.
So we've got Hannah and we have Eve. I'm going to take up out this because then I'm going to... Ah, damn it.
Well, my friend Eve.
It's not your friend, it's your
She was
sister.
a friend from when I was a kid. And she was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it.
Okay.
I mean, really hate her sometimes.
We're getting there. Sorry, gonna have to cut that bit. My dog went mad, so let's watch that whole bit again. I had to walk away.
Station. Yeah. When I was young.
So they're asking if she's been to a police
we ran
station
away on my
before.
birthday. Bob Dylan was playing in London, and we thought we could break into his tour bus and have him take us with him. The taxi driver we paid to drop us off. I mean, we'd saved money, pinched a bit here and there to pay for the fare. He was suspicious because we were so young, so he told the police. So they came and picked us up and took me back to Portsmouth. My mum picked me up from the station. But I blamed everything on my friend Eve. So my parents let me off.
It's not like a bit of a dick. Right.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
It's definitely Morse code, right? Talk about overacting. Right.
My mother called me Eve.
There we go. That's Eve.
When we weren't together, we'd send secret messages by tapping out a code that we'd
Boom.
in the book. The knock code. Something prisoners of war would use. We'd tap them out on radiator pipes or the attic floor.
Bit dramatic.
Dad thought we had mice, but they couldn't find any. Bought a cat anyway.
Nice. Good way to get a cat. Okay, so yep, they're talking in code. Am I meant to be adding important ones down here? Right.
Could the hairs have come from somewhere else? I mean, could they... We have a lot of dolls in the attic. There's a Rapunzel doll with long blonde hair. Could they have come from there?
Have I searched blonde yet? I wrote it down. Oh, that says blonde.
This other
She's got a tattoo.
person doesn't exist. I don't know what the blonde wig is, but it could be anything. Have you looked at the cat flap? No, he doesn't have any tattoos. He has a scar down here near his stomach, past his hip. Cut himself with some glass. That was before, a long time ago. He looks just like the photo. He's not got his glasses on here though. He takes them off for the camera. But he needs them to see properly.
I don't know how I finish this game, by the way. I think I've worked it out, but I don't know how I finish the game.
Restaurant, Not books so much, or watching TV. He likes TV.
Okay.
Oh, my tattoo. I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake.
She's Eve. Expressing my individuality.
So I moved out. Got a small bed set. Got my tattoo to mark the occasion. I was singing in a bar in the evenings, so I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since. I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist.
Oh, so she disappeared.
He saw me singing one of my shows. Pure chance. Not sure I remember what he was even doing there.
That'd be Simon, right?
Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking. I knew who he was. Obviously I knew who he was. But he didn't know who I was. He was fascinated by the likeness. He guessed my name from my tattoo. Told me it was a palindrome.
Why did she say that? Like a
I enjoyed talking to him.
American.
It was amazing to be able to sit and interact and talk to him after all this time. He didn't tell me he was married. I'm not sure what he was thinking.
They have an affair.
He later told me it was like he was dreaming. A waking dream.
Okay. Right, so I've got a couple more I want to search for.
The bruise. I have a really fast metabolism, so stuff like that just comes and goes.
So this is not Hannah with the bruise.
I don't know if there's much more that I can tell you that I haven't already told the other policemen. I found the body.
So that means this must be Eve. Or the other way round. The bruised one's Eve.
His body. It didn't look real. And his throat.
Can't tell by the ring.
It looked like his throat had been cut.
I think this is Eve, because she's wearing a long sleeve.
Glasses. He has these thick glasses. He doesn't always wear. Really? Okay. Here's the rest.
Oh, it's the other bit thing.
Laid a body on the doctor. Oh, the wind and the rain. Till a fiddler with a fiddle came walking by. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle bow of her long hair. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made a fiddle bow of her long blonde hair. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made fiddle pegs of her finger bows. Oh, the wind and the rain. Yes, he made fiddle pegs from her finger bows. Oh, the dreadful wind and rain. And he made a fiddle out of her breastbone.
Really goes on.
Wind and rain. The sound could be
Can I search body for this?
The wind and the rain. was the only tune that the field could play was all the dreadful wind and rain.
What a weird thing to do in a police interview.
Used as evidence against you.
What a weird thing to do.
Can you imagine? I tried to get pregnant too, but it didn't happen.
Oh my fucking god, she didn't have a miscarriage.
Men. My body refused. I think my period stopped because hers had. I was pretty ill.
Did she not have a miscarriage?
Now. Felt like Hannah had really fucked things up. Set us down separate paths.
Or did Eve get rid of the baby?
We had become different.
Oh. Is this anyone she's just hoping?
I left the next day, Saturday. I slept for a few hours in the car. And when I woke up, I came straight back. Simon wasn't returning my calls and I wanted to try and make up. I got back to the house and Simon wasn't there. And I...
She's pregnant.
Is there a bin?
I think she's pregnant. Haven't seen this one before.
Really? Are you really asking me that question?
Yes. All? Seems I've just got to unlock the right ones to end the game.
Out of your mind. Twins.
Yes. Yes. Twins.
Florence took me home with her. Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up. Take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion.
Okay, so she thought she was dead.
There were always princes and princesses. They were the special people, more important than the other characters in their stories. We knew we were like that. Twins. Magical. We were the princesses. We had a poster of Princess Diana from the newspaper up in our attic. Had a pride of place.
You're aware that's a tragedy too, right?
All our special things.
Although actually was it yet? I
When
can't
her
remember.
engagement was announced.
I know she died around
obsessed with
here.
Everything she did. And later, when her life went so
yeah.
bad, we felt for her. Her divorce last year just kind of drew.
Oh no, maybe she hasn't died yet. I know she died around 1994. I just can't remember when.
It's Rapunzel. The story
She's mentioned
starts when
Rapunzel a
she's
few
born.
times.
Mother Gothel, a witch, takes Rapunzel from her parents and keeps her locked up in this tower. Rapunzel gets pregnant by the prince. And Mother Gothel
Eve
is furious,
thinks
so she cuts off her hair and
she's
throws it.
Rapunzel.
Actually, her hair's already short here, so that's already happened. So she throws her into the wilderness, and Rapunzel is reunited with the prince, who's blind. But she kills him with her tears, and so it's a happy ending. Is that too much?
Is it a happy ending?
What kind of hairs?
Did I search blonde? I did, right? I searched it like the correct spelling, but how yeah. Right. Wig. Thought so.
A wig? You mean... But what type of wig?
They're getting caught.
No, I've never worn a wig. What kind of wig?
Will you wear wigs?
No.
It's a long one.
The parents decided there would be a wedding. And after the wedding, Hannah moved in with his parents. There was no way I could follow. So we were separated again. I stayed in the attic. It was hard. It was like I suddenly didn't exist. I would sneak out, but in case anyone recognized me, I started wearing a wig. Hannah and I would meet up in the park. I was trying to get pregnant. But I couldn't. I mean, I couldn't do it with anyone we knew, so it was sex with strangers. Drunk guys I'd met in clubs, parks and alleyways.
That's extreme.
I was 17. It felt like I was being punished. But it was Hannah who had betrayed us.
Didn't have to pretend to be the same person.
I had to stop when one of the guys gave me an STD. When we met up, it was disturbing. For the first time, my reflection, she didn't look like me. She was fatter, flushed. If anything, I was getting skinnier. I found it hard to look sometimes. We talked about what to do. Was it time to become our own people?
Yes.
I mean, that seemed like the right thing to do, but neither of us wanted it. We agreed that her and Simon would get their own place as soon as possible, and then I could move in. And that was the plan. This was about 9. I went round and she was waiting for me. She was furious and so angry, the kind of anger you can only have towards yourself. We screamed at each other, argued, cried, we fought. I hit her back, left a bruise.
Playing with her ring finger.
I had my wig on from performing, she tore it off. Eventually, we grew tired of fighting and I left.
Probably because she's used to wearing a ring. I can't actually spell this word. So that's not helpful. No, okay, well I can't spell it, the palindrome I was trying to do. Pregnant. She is pregnant.
Yes, I'm fine.
So I think Eve's finally pregnant.
I won't be sick again. This happens some days. I'm pregnant. It's morning sickness. No. Well,
I think I'm the kid.
He found out on my birthday. I told him I was.
So I think that's why they had to finally. I think that's why they had to finally come clean. She was pregnant.
When I arrived in Glasgow, I was exhausted. The streets were empty. I was driving badly. And I hit a taxi. Not a big crash, just paintwork. The guy was so pissed off because I didn't have a driving licence on me. But when I told him I was pregnant, he made sure I got to the hospital so they could check me out. It was fine. The hospital must have details when I was looked at. There's a scratch on the car. I got in the car and I drove. I just kept driving north. Just kept going, just
You've
wanted
gone
to
from
go as far
Portsmouth
away
to
as I could.
Glasgow. That is ridiculous.
When I finally stopped, I was all the way up in
I mean, you were
Glasgow.
driving for a solid, like,
I was so tired.
9 to 12 hours.
I just had to sleep.
That's across country.
Yes. I got to Glasgow, I was exhausted, so I pulled over and slept in the car. I woke up because a rubbish truck went past. I got some petrol, bought a coffee and a pastry, tried calling someone from the payphone.
But she just said...
Headed back.
Sorry, I've got makeup on, so I can't do that. But she just said she got there and she crashed. And now she says she got there and she slept in the car. Which one is it?
Yeah, that's Simon's watch. It was a gift from Eric. He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste. That time, it must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then.
You were, Eve. Hannah wasn't. Hannah killed him.
I don't think so. Glasgow was deserted that early in the morning.
Oh.
Across the road, where my parents first lived there, was a midwife called Florence. When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time. The midwife was there to help. I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah. The midwife told my mother I was dead. But I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper. Florence raised me in her home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight. It wasn't odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road.
A reflection. That'd be weird.
It was like a reflection in the mirror. She was me. Florence was a warm, kind person. But she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it. Older papers, letters, that kind of thing.
I'm sure that's stuck there. I don't know why that's stuck there.
I spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand. I guess I just put it together later.
I'm playing this for an hour.
She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But, I mean, I guess it was different then. You know, you married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow. One of the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that.
No, I think if you're in love properly, you probably don't really want to move on when someone dies. I don't think I'd want to.
No. It was just me and her. It was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it, and I'm going to try when he came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl. It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember, that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread, maybe I misunderstood. Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
Yeah, because you're doing two different people's lives. I've got stories here. I've got plan. I've got watch. I've got affair because I'm pretty sure she was having an affair with him.
An affair? Simon wasn't having an affair.
I mean, I think he was. I think he was having an affair with Eve.
You're reaching here. Oh, I don't know why. No, I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone. Simon is dead. But I have my baby to care for. Why are you trying to make me sad? Why are you so obsessed with sex and affairs?
Just trying to make sense of it.
Your life.
Oh,
Is this your thing?
you're reflecting a bit there, aren't you?
And what did your wife do? She didn't kill you. You think I killed Simon because he was having an affair? Well, I didn't kill him. I wasn't even there. I was in Glasgow worrying about whether my baby was still growing inside me. I mean, why would I kill Simon? I loved him.
Well, yeah, I said with so much passion. Right, okay, attic. Yeah, I thought that one would be a few.
Yes, I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had, we still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play out there and make up our own stories. She recognised me from the window. She told me to come inside and she hid me. They had made the attic into a place where Hannah could play. There was a dollhouse. She hid me.
Love that dollhouse.
No one else ever went into the attic. It was her place. Yeah. I'm not sure where the dollhouse came from. I don't know if it was given to them or they inherited it. I mean, they wouldn't have had the money to buy it. It was so huge. It must have been taken up to the attic in parts and then reassembled up there. It's a beautiful thing. Wallpaper to scale, little furniture, the lights work, mirrors, beds, big duvets and pillows. We spent hours and hours.
Really don't care.
Invented all these characters.
What a weird amount of detail.
Who lived there. We wrote paperwork for them all, passports, diaries, and gave them all really elaborate stories. Once, a moth got trapped in there. We'd left a light on. It was making the most horrendous noise.
To kill it.
Tried to kill it, but it was tough. We ended up crushing it under a copy of the Arabian Nights.
That's a hint for what they did to Simon. Right, I did actually... I searched Doll earlier. I didn't search Doll House, so I watched everything. One more.
The legal stuff was completed very quickly. Hannah moved back in with Simon. Eric gave Simon the week off to help with the move. He decorated, modernised wallpaper, curtains. Hannah insists the attic be left as it was, dollhouse and all. Simon never went up there.
She went and lived up there. Form. Oh my god. Oops, I spelled it right. No. She was a singer, so I didn't know if that would come up with anything. Stories.
Okay. Sounds weird. I'm not great at making up stories.
It's a lie.
Fairy tales. Stories about lost princesses, evil witches, magical mirrors and lost children. So you see, even before I knew the truth, I'd found it in those stories.
Okay.
Sorry. The picture, the way it's drawn, just reminded me of the books we used to read as children. I read those fairy tales over and over, and they were so real to me. Rapunzel was my favourite. My brain is just full of it.
We can tell.
Are any of these in colour? I hoover, I dust every week. Maybe less. I once asked Eleanor how often I should dust, and she said, if people ask, tell them you do it once a week, but every few weeks is okay. I think she was just trying to make me feel better. I mean, when I was there, she was hoovering every day. Ran an ordered house.
So Eleanor is the mother-in-law.
She's putting on a brave front. She has secret stashes of cigarettes. Doug doesn't even know she smokes. When I was there, I saw her. She has these sort of porcelain vases, ornamental, next to the Reader's Digest books. Cigarettes inside. And she still has them. And last time I was there, I looked in a vase. There was a fresh pack. I mean, all those years of marriage, and she still has a secret like that.
But you?
And the Glaziers. I worked there some weekends, and Simon had a part-time job there too. That was Eric's generosity. He was always good at helping out other people's children. Simon was quiet, more thoughtful than the other boys. Even then, he had a sense of craftsmanship.
She's still trying to be Hannah at this point. I can't work out she's been caught.
Boys that age are just running around like headless chickens most of the time. Yeah. Plus, he had that look. He looked like a fairy tale prince from one of my books. Yes. The first time we saw each other, it was strange. We both realised at the same moment, I think. We must have seen each other before, but there was this instant when we first realised it wasn't a reflection. The reflection...
But like two more words, and then I think we're at the point where we can be like, right, we're done.
5.
I think we've worked it out.
My reflection was...
I mean, if you come to a different...
I knew what party hats were from...
If you come to a different conclusion, let me know. I feel like we're there.
Something occurred to me. Today must be my birthday. I waved back, and we just spent ages waving at each other and copying each other's movements.
Ooh. Okay. Right, I've got plan. I think I've already done plan, sorry.
I guess you could call it that, but we were both happy to get married. It was a beautiful wedding.
Said the bridesmaid to
We had our
the
first
wait.
dance to Come Back and Stay. I'm not sure if that's a good wedding song, but I loved it. I chose it. I mean, it was genuinely our first dance. We'd never danced together before. It was probably awful to watch, but I enjoyed it. It felt like it was just me and Simon for that moment. Just the two of us.
Yeah, 'cause you didn't have to share him with Eve for one moment.
It happened very quickly. We hardly had to talk to each other. We agreed almost silently. The baby was what mattered. We'd help each other. We cleaned up. We bagged up the broken mirror, her clothes.
Mirror.
They're gone. We took him down to the cellar. We knew we had an alibi, and we wanted the body to be found later. We wanted to have suspicion on us, so we could then disprove it, rather than have it linger. Better to keep the body in the house than risk being seen with it. The watch, that was my touch, to make sure the alibi stuck.
This is the one. This is the big one. That's it. I'm gonna just see if we can find the actual murder discussion.
Silverleaf? No. He normally silvers them properly. This mirror, it's supposed to look antique. The reflection isn't as good. It's the perfect mirror for someone who doesn't like to look at their own reflection. The mirror. I can't remember. I put it somewhere safe. Upstairs, I think. I haven't looked at it since.
Oh, love that for you. I am going to stop singing if we've worked this out now.
It wasn't present so much. It was one of those arguments that had been simmering for a while. The present was a mirror. A nice mirror. He'd engraved the glass. The kind of mirror a princess would have in a story.
Yeah, we love it.
My name is Hannah. Hannah.
Just gonna say it's a palindrome.
It's a palindrome. It reads the same backwards as forwards.
Yeah. There you go. See? There's your palindromes. Okay, cool. We're gonna do cellar. By the way, they're British. British people wouldn't say cellar.
No. The whole thing was wrong. The bags, I think they were from our kitchen. You can probably check that. We never go into the cellar. It's just a place we put things we don't need.
You don't need him anymore.
Dad used to
She's
go when she
broken.
was there. The bags were taped up. I think it was parcel tape, but I think it was ours.
Yeah, you know that though, don't you?
Well, fine, considering. I got back into the house today, and that was weird, knowing your people had been there through my things. It's like I've been burgled. I mean, worse, obviously. I don't know. I haven't looked in the cellar yet. They sent a cleaner in. As good as new, he said. But they had to throw some stuff out. Couldn't get the blood out. And I'm
That
still
cup is so empty.
So we can get a date set for the funeral. It's going to be a cremation.
Of course it is.
So, when will the police let me back in the house? And they let me take a bag of clothes with me, but... Oh, okay.
This is Eve.
I parked up on the street.
Her arms are busy.
So I parked down at the end of the road. I walked up to the house. I knocked. My stairs exhausted.
I'm sure we've seen that one. Right, reflection. And then we're going to be done. We know what happened now.
Mother wanted me to grow my hair long, but I kept cutting it myself. I wanted to look like my reflection. She always had short hair when she was little. Mother would hide the scissors, but I would find a way. Cut it with a bread knife, something like that. My reflection would always leave her house and go on adventures, but I never could. Mother taught me at home, and I had books and TV. Oh, TV was magical. but it was only on when it wanted to be, so I spent a lot of time reading books. I wanted to see my reflection. I thought that if I touched her, something would happen. We would become one girl. The fairy tale was over, the witch was dead, and I'd be restored to my rightful place.
So, I think that's a really good place to end it. I think what's happened is obviously these twins separated at birth, which, if you know any fairy tales, any myths or any superstitions, is an incredibly dangerous thing to do in those stories, because it always ends in tragedy. So then one of them's grown up in a lovely house, one of them's grown up hidden away from the world. They've met and they've decided to pretend to be one person. That's worked out until one of them's fallen in love, gotten married, gotten pregnant. Something's happened where she's either lost the baby or was made to lose the baby because the other one couldn't get pregnant. And then the other one got pregnant who wasn't married, potentially through an affair with the husband, but probably not. They wanted to tell the husband and make it all happy. He didn't take it well, so they killed him with the mirror, and then used the bags in the house to basically hide him in the cellar, while Eve had a reason to be across country. She drove up to Glasgow as a kind of alibi. Didn't work though. They got caught. Probably because they talked to the police too much without a lawyer present. Idiots. Then let's do this. We're done. I mean, it says continue, so there probably is more that we can do, but I think we've got to where we need to be. So, if you want to carry on, I can try, but I'm happy with where we got to, and I think you guys have any theories that differ from mine, let me know. I'll see you all later. Have a lovely day, evening, afternoon, or night. Bye.